Hello students, good morning. Today we will start a new topic, differentiation. Science students have already done this topic in physics subject in +1. Let's discuss what we will learn from this topic. We will learn the basic rule for differentiation, then product rule and quotient rule. Then implied function. When implied function will given to you, how to find out the differentiation there. Logarithmic differentiation, parametric function, chain rule, derivative of a function with respect to other function. Now two functions will be given to you. You have to differentiate one function there. Before starting this topic, let's introduce this topic. What do you mean by differentiation there? Differentiation means rate of change. Rate of change of one quantity or one variable with respect to other quantity or other variable. If I am talking about the cost of 1 kg sugar is 20 rupees and the cost of 20 kg sugar, maybe the different cost will be there. Same way, cost is totally dependent upon what quantity I want to buy. If I am taking one simple equation, y is equal to 3x, the value of y is totally depend upon the value of x. Whatever value of x I am taking, value of y will give the answer in that way. If I am taking x as a 1, the value of y will be equal to 3. If I am taking value x as a 3, the value of y will be equal to 9. 3 3 is the 9. Therefore, value of y is totally depend upon value of x. That means rate of change of y is with the rate of change of x. Rate of change of y variable with respect to rate of change of the x variable. Same way, we will write it in this form, dy upon dx is equal to d dx of value of y is 3x. 3x change with respect to x. If I am giving one more example, y is equal to 2. No, there is no any variable. It means there will be no change. Value of y is fixed at that case. You can't change any value. That means dy upon dx for constant case, when no other variable is there, then value of dy upon dx is 0 there. It means for the constant case, differentiation is 0. If I am taking two another variables, one is z, another one is theta. Now total z rate of change is dependent upon the theta value. Whatever value I put theta there, value of z is totally dependent on that value. It means z is the dependent variable and theta is the independent variable. So I will write it in the differentiation form. dz upon d theta is equal to dd theta upon of 3 theta. Now, we will discuss some rules there. According to first rule, I am taking as a algebraic equation, algebraic function as a there. Now, what is the formula there? One formula is there for algebraic equation. ddx of x raised to power n means any power there is equal to n x raised to power n minus 1. Now I am taking one example there. Y is equal to x square. How we will write it? dy upon dx is equal to ddx of x square. Y is equal to x square. Substitute the value. Now when we solve it, power is becoming at first position 2x raised to power 2 minus 1. So it will be equal to 2x. Now I am taking one more example. Y is equal to under root x. First of all, we will change under root in the power 1 by 2. The dy upon dx is equal to ddx of x raised to power 1 by 2. 1 by 2 become its the first position, x raised to power 1 by 2 minus 1. By taking LCM, 1 by 2 minus 1 become the minus 1 by 2. When power is in minus, it will become denominator. Answer will be 1 upon 2 under root x. Now, when equation form is there, 3x square plus 2x plus 4. Now how we will write it? dy upon dx is equal to ddx of 3x square plus ddx of 2x plus ddx of 4. This plus sign we will take ddx as a different form. Now 3x square ddx is 3 2s the 6x. 2x x raised to power 1 means 1 minus 1 0. So it will become 2 there. ddx of 4 means 0. Now if I am taking an example, two numbers are in the multiplication form. First of all, we will solve it with the arrow method. 3x square, x square plus 4. Now apply arrow method. 3x square into x square is 3x4 plus 12x square. It will become dy upon dx, ddx of 3x x raised to power 4 plus ddx of 12x square. 4 3 is the 12. 4 minus 1 3. 12x cube. 12 2 is the 24. 2 minus 1 1. 24x. It will be answer there. Now students, if we are having one term, single term in the denominator, then we will do first of all partition. Clear? 5x cube upon x square plus 4x square upon x square plus 2x upon x square. We will separate that term only and only when single term is there. Clear? Then we will solve the equation and we can do differentiation. Now the second rule is for the log rule. When the function is in the log term. Rule for log function. When the function is in the log term, ddx of log x. Log means reciprocal. Reciprocal of the function. Log x. 1 upon x. Now x is there. 1 upon x into ddx of the function. Into ddx of the function. This is the rule for log function. Now I am taking two examples there. First example, y is equal to log x square. dy upon dx, ddx of log x square. Now again log is there. That means log means reciprocal of the function. X square 1 upon x square. Log x square become 1 upon x square. Now what function is there? X square is there. We will do the differentiation of x square. It will solve with the algebraic differentiation. 1 upon x square is there. When you solve x square, it will become 2x raised to power 2 minus 1. It will become 2x. X will cancel with 1x. Answer is 2 upon x. Now I am taking one more example where two log term is there. Y is equal to log into log x. Now dy upon dx of the same term. Now first I will take log this function. Clear? Now log, this log becomes the reciprocal of full log x. Reciprocal of log x. ddx of this function now. ddx of log x. Again ddx of log x is there. This term to continue as it is there. 1 upon log x. Now this log x reciprocal of x again. 1 upon x ddx of this x there. Clear bachche? Now it will become 1 upon x log x. So what is the differentiation of x here? 1 there. Answer is 1 upon x log x. Now the next rule is when e raised to power function is there. Rule for e raised to power f. Very important rule. E raised to power f, where f is any function. Maybe trigonometric function, maybe algebraic function, maybe log function will be there. Now ddx of e raised to power f means we will write e raised to power f as it is. Then ddx of function, whatever function is there, we will do the differentiation of that function. Now I am taking one or two examples for these questions. Y is equal to e raised to power x. Simple statement. Now dy upon dx, ddx of e raised to power x. Now whenever e raised to power any function is there, we will write it e raised to power x there. Then ddx of function. What function is there? Only x is there. Then ddx of x. ddx of x is 1. E raised to power x into 1 is e raised to power x. Same I am taking one more example. Y is equal to e raised to power under root x. dy upon dx. ddx of this term. Now we will write it this full term as it is there. Full e raised to power e under root x. ddx of this function under root x. Under root x is written as x raised to power 1 by 2. Now we will solve x raised to power 1 by 2. We have already discussed 1 by 2 x raised to power 1 by 2. Now answer is e raised to power under root x into 1 by 2 x raised to power 1 by 2. Now I am taking one more example, a little bit complicated. E raised to power raised to power x raised to power 7. Now whenever I am taking as dy upon dx there, so it will be equal to ddx of full term. Now 2e is there. First of all, this e, it means full term will be as it is there. Then function of e is full, this one, we will take ddx of e raised to power x raised to power 7. Now again e is there, so we will write full term as it is. We will write e raised to power e x raised to power 7 into e x raised to power 7. Now what is the function there? X raised to power 7, ddx of x raised to power 7 there. E raised to power x raised to power 7. We will write same terms there. Then x raised to power 7, ddx is 7 x raised to power 6. Now answer will be, first of all we will write down the algebraic term 7x raised to power 6. Then e, one more function there, e raised to power x raised to power 7. Then e raised to power e x raised to power 7. Now it will be the answer there. Now we will discuss the one more rule there. When function is, base is the constant and constant is having some function there. The rule for constant function is ddx of n raised to power f. F means function, n means constant, is equal to n raised to power f into log n. Only difference is there, we will take log term one more there, ddx of f there. I am taking one example here. Y is equal to 3x. So dy upon dx is equal to ddx of 3x. Now according to rule, we will write this term first 3 raised to power x. Then log of the base. What is base here? 3. Log of 3. Then ddx of function, ddx of x. So ddx of x is 1. 3 raised to power x log 3 into 1. Now I am taking one more example. 9 raised to power 6 raised to power x. dy upon dx. Full term is there. First of all, we will take full term as it is there. Then base is 9, log 9. ddx of what function is there? 6 raised to power x, 6 raised to power x there. Then 9 raised to power 6 raised to power x there. Then log 9 into 6 raised to power x. 6 raised to power x is as it is there. Into log 6 into ddx of x. ddx of x is 1 there. Now students, we will go to the rule of t function. Now whenever we proceed with this function, we should know some basic differentiation of the t function. How many t functions are there? Total t functions are 6 there. Clear? Then ddx of each 6 functions are having their own answer. ddx of sin x is cos x. ddx of cos x is minus sin x. ddx of tan x is secant square x. ddx of cot x is minus cosecant square x. ddx of secant x is secant x tan x. ddx of cosecant x is minus cosecant x cot x. Now you will get one big hint here. As you differentiate any c function, cos, cot, cosecant, you will get one more negative sign here. Only whenever the differentiation of c function is there, you will get a negative sign there. Clear बच्चे? Rest all are the complementary of each other. Sin is the complementary of cos, cos is the complementary of sin. Now we will take one example related to this topic. Y is equal to sin x raised to power 9. Now x raised to power 9 is angle there. When we differentiate this thing, first of all, differentiation is of the t ratio. So what t ratio is there? Sin is there. We will recall that the ddx of sin is cos x. dy upon dx, we will write it, the statement as it is there. We will take sin Sine ddx is cos. So it will be equal to cos. Angle is as it is there. Cos x raised to power 9. Now ddx of angle, whatever angle is there, it may be 2x. It may be x raised to power something. Angle may be cos x again will be there. That means first of all we will do the ddx of this t ratio. Then we will take angle as the function there. Clear? Of course, x raised to power 9 into x raised to power 9 ddx is 9 x raised to power 8. Then we will take one more example. Y is equal to sine square x raised to power 4. Clear? Dy upon dx, we have write down the full statement there. Now, first of all, when power will be there, we will solve the power of t ratio. Not we will consider the power of angle. We will consider the power of t ratio. The power of t ratio is square there. We will write it as 2 sine x raised to power 4 ddx of sine x raised to power 4. Now 2 sine x raised to power 4, that means sine ddx is cos x raised to power 4 ddx of x raised to power 4. 2 sine x raised to power 4 cos x raised to power 4 into 4x cube. Now this is the formula again there. You have already read in plus 1 t ratio sine 2x formula. Sine 2x raised to power 4 and x raised to power 4 become 4x cube. Now students, you will receive one link related to this topic. Please go through that link. Your homework sum is from exercise 11.1 and some example will be there. Do your homework. I hope you will do. Thank you.